quick.
And Raflow had a fantastic upset. I forget who it was against.
Yeah. And DDee going PT, going back to the days before Steve.
Was it Lion?
What's up?
And Raflow beat a few incredible players to actually get here, but we don't need to talk about that right now. What we can talk about is the fact that DDee said, you know what, Steve is good, but I'm feeling Pokemon right now. If I'm not mistaken, is Pokemon Worlds going on right now anyway?
I believe so.
Yeah, so represent your clique if you will. 28-19 though right now. Not particularly too drastic of a difference in percentage, but it's starting to change bit by bit. Great grab right there from Raflow.
And actually, yeah, you are right. Had to defeat, I believe it's Lee to make it over here. 3-2. The core that beat Spargo earlier, so.
Yeah, plenty of upsets, plenty of action. Right now, DDee struggling to get back on that stage. Raflow is just punishing Dave for days. Beautiful stuff right there. Found that back air off that conversion from the down tilt. And right now, DDee trying out the Charizard instead because the other Pokemon wasn't working. I lied straight back to the Squirtle, but the Squirtle is looking like combo food right now for Raflow.
Right now, just trying to find any footing, not able to really get anything. Raflow playing is just so safe and consistent. I mean, all the way from France, we have a big French presence here today. We have the French dimension over there in the corner, and you might be able to hear them from my mic even. They get loud out there. They represent their people. So if you see Raflow take a couple games, take a set, you know we're going to hit him later on. And man, DDee not going to have a jump here, so he's just going to have to recover low. Luckily, it's Ivysaur. The tether is a little hard to intercept, but even still, starting to find a lot of momentum, not getting the down air, and Raflow, the defense on point. I mean, playing Palutena in 2023, you have to have really, really good defense, not only like good DI, SDI, but also good presence of mind to recognize when you can get a down air out of shield or an air out of shield, because a lot of times, frankly, you can't. Like, when you can't get them, you have to take them. Get up attack coming through, push some space. And Raflow, smelling blood in the water. He really wants to get this kill really quick. Just capitalize on this rage. The 125% from the side of DDee. Yeah, gets that back air, starting to stabilize a little bit. And after rock the Charizard, just to, well, never mind, I lied. Go right back to the Squirtle. And just starting to see the whole crew. I mean, there's merits for every single one of them right here. Squirtle has like great neutral, Ivysaur can buy some space with big hitboxes, and Charizard has skill power. So it's all depends on the flavor of the PT. But right now, up air strings, gets a little drag down, and DDee looking a little bit shook there. Has to air dodge back down the ground to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, if you are DDee, it's so difficult at this moment, if you will. You know, like, you're on PT going up against Palu. Pella has some big, meaty hitboxes up 2 stocks to 1. You have to kind of force the engages, and Palutena just gets to sit back and play safe. It's just so rough,
And now we go dropping down with that edge guard, starting to set up a little bit of something here. DDee, missing the forward smash input. Or maybe didn't mean to slide that far and get forward to as well, but either way, still stuck on the ledge. The defense from DDee is starting to get more and more on point when it comes to getting off the ledge. And the offense starting to look a little bit crispier as well. Goes for a ledge jump and gets the down air as well. Raflow holding in, trying to get back on the stage safely. He's trying to air dodge in, but ends up getting that spike in. Ooh. DI a little bit scary, but able to weather storm, get through the explosive flames, and still has one more opportunity. Might have to switch here.
This is nice. I don't think Charizard can make it.
Not like that. Not like that. Now the down air waiting for you.
Yeah, those stilettos a little bit too large. Charizard trying to get through it, not able to do it. Those are red bottoms, all right? Those are red bottoms.
Yeah, you gotta let them know she's got us for a reason.
She made them, all right? That's how they started. They're like, where'd you get this design from? A goddess.
Yep.
But I was trying to just check on seeing who it was that Raflow beat, and of course it was Leer/Live. But Dark Wizzy.
Yeah.
And Rivers.
Dang.
Like,
pretty tough.
This is a run.
Yeah.
And right now, just, what, potentially two wins away from advancing in the top 8?
It's doable, especially with one step like this already up on the board. DDee still rocking with PT.
Yep. I'm a little curious to know what it is that DDee is sniffing out, saying, hey, I don't want to go Steve in this matchup, I want to stay PT. I don't know if it's just they played together before, doesn't particularly like the matchup, or just feeling PT today, not quite sure. But we're going to see if DDee is able to do it with Squirtle, well, with PT.
I do wonder, because I know that, I'm pretty sure that DDee uses Pro controllers, and I've been hearing that there's been some interference because there's like so many Pro controllers, so much like stuff like in the Bluetooth connections. So maybe going with some more consistent, just maybe not quite as technical, so that you don't have to worry about dropping some inputs on the biggest stage of the year.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I hate to say it, but you have a choice. You can play it and know that at big events, the technology's not going to hold up, or you can learn a GameCube controller. MLG taught us that back in Brawl.
Yeah, way back in the day.
They were like, learn GameCube or don't play. We were like, all right, you got it.
Yeah. But right now, I mean, DDee's still alive on this stock. Finding little hits here and there, but when it comes to the confirms, Raflow untouched.
Off the easy using the ground. Good gracious, that was rude by Raflow.
Yeah. And optimal at that as well. DDee, I mean, it just seems like the defense is not quite there. Like, Raflow's just kind of bouncing all over DDee. And sure, some spot out there, it's a grabs, but like, Raflow, every single time is just kind of outspacing just bit by bit.
No, I completely agree with you. Raflow is, it almost feels like Raflow is going through a flow chart of options and just saying, look, DDee, if you run into it, cool, I take the free damage and I follow up, and if you don't, I just back up and do it again. And it just doesn't seem like Raflow is really having to force anything, you know? It's kind of just this wall that's just in the vicinity, and it's, did you run into it or not? Part of that is Palutena, part of that is, I think, just Raflow is just so good with the spacing.
Yeah, so good with the spacing and also making sure that he's out of range for the more traditional punches. But the untraditional stuff, like DDee did right there with that dropping up air with Charizard, no one really saw that coming. Raflow got tagged by that. DDee stabilizing a little bit, but still has a little bit of a hill to climb. But with Squirtle, that's maybe 2-3 interactions. You know, we can do this. We can rock with it.
Absolutely correct. Already starting up. Quick 53 though, looking fantastic at the moment. Goes off, tries to get that 2-frame. Not able to find the mark, but most importantly, did not lose stage control. That's thing you gotta consider it. When you're going for a 2-frame, if you give up the stage, it wasn't worth it if you're wrong. But when you go for a 2-frame and you still maintain stage control, go for it all day, every day. But that back air just hitting Squirtle a little different today.
Yeah, I think that might have been slight DI mix, slight like percent dependent. Like, I feel like if you DI away, you don't really get hit by that with most characters, but at that percent, there are like little small fringe attempts which almost do. I think that looked like DI, though. Either way, DDee coming alive a little bit. I think almost snipped up that jump up air of his own, but you're right back in the blender. A little bit too much rage for that last hit to work, but still back in the sky, switching over to Charizard, try and get more stability, try and get a foot in the door on the kill. Not going to find anything quite yet. A roll gets called out again. The Raflow defense and offense unparalleled right now. I think that's Palutena in 2023. You were alluding to that a little bit earlier. But,
yeah.
Okay, another falling up air though. DDee finding that option consistently and using that just kind of spacing and timing mix up to keep Raflow on his toes.
That down air hit through the platform. Poor Arkansas.
Yeah, off and up tilt though. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of up there. You're kind of asking for it.
Yeah, a little bit. But I always think, I'm like, my up tilt's supposed to be anti-air, right? Right?
Not against Palu.
Goes right down there, not able to find the mark, and DDee needs something huge right now to keep them hopes alive of potentially breaking this to a 1-1, and that was it! That was the something huge that he needed. Look at the hand going up. He is like, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you all saw that. Your boy did it.
Remember who I am. And I think part of the reason why that worked is because of, as I said before, Raflow's defense being good, kind of fading back, kind of looking for a way to get back in the ledge safely, because you have that trust in your neutral. You know that you can do it. But when you're fading back, you're DIing away. That was a hard right DI, a hard right into the blast. Palutena zoomed back. Here we go with the Steve.
So what I'm sensing is DDee's like, look, I just want you guys to know I am more than a character, okay? Yeah. I can do this with PT. Don't doubt your boy. And now that I proved it to the haters, let me bring out the Steve.
Let them know, okay? And what can you say that hasn't been said about Minecraft Steve? And I'm using his full government name here. We're tight like that.
That's the whole government? That's on
Minecraft
the ID?
Steve. Minecraft Steve.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I know it's trademarked, but... But again, what can you say about it? And DDee is one of the best in the business to do it. There are a lot of Steves, a lot of phenomenal ones, but something about DDee's fundamentals just hit different.
Yeah, he's one of the Steves. I mean, all the Steves are gotten really good at the game, but he's one of the Steves with some of the best fundamentals in the game because he was a PR ranked player even before Steve came out. He was really good with that PT, and that skill transferred over. But he's starting to build up his materials, starting to look a little bit low on the materials right now.
All right, can we agree to just ban Steve mains that were PR'd prior to Steve? They're just too good. They're too good. They're too good.
They're nasty, yeah.
But Raflow is doing a stellar job right now, 119 to 82. No, neither of you have taken a stock, but going toe-to-toe with Steve is great, and you know that you got that shield hitbox on Palut's back air. You know Palut's such a quick character, can have a lot of tools. What? Off the ledge, nair into the guaranteed grab. Love to see it.
But look at the materials right there, not having any chance to mine anything this whole time, and because of that, not able to get any big haymakers. But luckily, with the kill, you get some materials, only a couple iron, but you're going to lose some of that by blowing up the crafting box right there. Raflow looking very traction in the matchup. And, I mean, you kind of have to when you're playing Ultimate 23. If you're not experienced against, like, Steve, Wolf, like, Palutena, you're just going to get blown up in the early stage game.
Pyramithra.
Yeah. As well.
I almost want to say Joker, but that feels low-key like a thing of the past.
Yeah, there's not a lot of them these days. But right now, DDee having some time to get materials up, gets them diamond.
Which is huge.
Yeah, probably not trying to get the stock before crafting something with it because you want full damage on that next stock right here.
I mean, you're at 34%. Honestly, take out the diamond right now. Let's go. The Rock is in the building.
If Raflow gets a chance, is the other thing. Because the reason DDee didn't have many opportunities to get materials before is because Raflow was just always raiding on the inside of the wall. But there we go. Gets that stock nice and clean. Gets the diamond. And here we go. Party time. You can't get touched. Raflow knows that. But still jockeying for positioning. But there we go. We got those no impact hands. We got some damage. We got a little charge in the F smash as well. But good DI from Raflow staying alive. But 74%. Nothing to laugh at. Especially when you have until the back air, baby. Position that before Raflow even got off the ledge. Brilliant stuff.
Beautiful play. And I mean, what do you do now? You got the diamond, you're taking stocks, you got diamond in your back pocket as well in case this first one fails. You know what? We just got so many diamonds, we're just taking this one out now. Talk about flexing on the opponent.
Yeah, I mean, the axe was looking pretty stale at that point. Like, he used a lot of those up tilt combos, but he's not going to have a jump here. Still has that. Actually, still has whatever the heck he wants, all right? Minecraft, Steve, playing his whole different game.
Yeah, absolutely, and looking so much better. And honestly, that feels like the biggest difference maker was actually the diamond pickaxe. Prior to that, it was pretty even. At times, Raflow was actually even winning, but as soon as the diamond came on deck, the stock was gone, and just DDee is looking like a different player.
Ooh, but the close hit of the minecart not going to be quite enough. Still going to have some time to set up for some stuff, but not even trying to set up anything. Just going right back down there, getting that foyer, getting that spike, and DDee going huge. We're going huge.
I love to see that. A 2-frame on a teleport character without a hitbox. Too many players let teleport characters get away with that.
Yeah.
Just, oh, you're recovering, you're just gonna be your teleport, what do I do? You 2-frame it. There's no risk, high reward. I love to see that. I don't care if you're Steve or anyone else. Beautiful play coming in from DDee right there.
Yep. Got to make sure that they know you can't just recover for free. You can't do anything for free.
If you want to get in the top 8, nothing is free. There's a toll every step of the way. And right now, DDee is looking mighty expensive.
Yes, sir. Go! Some of those Virginia tolls out there.
Look, it's not as bad as New York yet, all right?
Yeah, true.
Immediately trying to mine, and you were talking about this earlier, J-Dog. One of the biggest things that made that first stock go so well for Raflow is the fact that DDee was not able to get resources. So, you know, I think Raflow is going to have to do a good mix of keeping up that pressure to avoid the resource gathering by DDee, but then also not really giving that huge opening that allowed DDee to really kind of get himself in the game.
And that huge opening kind of got precedented by Diamond. Like,
yes.
And Diamond is not really something that you can avoid. You can only prolong, but Steve is going to get a Diamond eventually. It's almost inevitable, especially with the way that a lot of them play. They go up a wall, they get through like 3 or 4 materials in that pool. A Diamond's just inevitable.
Great grab right there, though, following DDee everywhere DDee goes. I love the composure from DDee, but I like the options from Raflow even more. Just, you know, always pressuring at every single turn. You're off stage, me too. I'm trumping you. You're on stage, back throw, get back off the stage, and your stock might go away as well. 23 looking like Jordan right now as he finishes off that first stock.
and already starting to lap the percent as well. Raflow not really giving any opportunities for DDee to get anything going. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but there we go. It's also at a higher percent. Every time Steve hits you, just get knocked further away. There's some more time than mine. So now we're at the percent where things just seesaw into DDee's favor if he gets just a couple hits in there. And redstone, that means I think Diamond should be coming up like the next like 7 or 8 pulls.
Should be. Is Raflow going to give the opportunity is the question. Still trying to like get over there to hit, and it's such a fine dance. Do I try to? Oh no!
Not gonna hit box. There we go. Yeah, number 8. This is the first redstone, and after you get the second, it's like pretty soon after that. Oh,
not even get the follow up. Yeah, so unfortunate right there. Could have been huge.
And there we go. The haymaker, the diamond back air. You know, it has like 2 different like sweet and sour spots, but they both make you explode. I mean, found out.
Must be nice.
Yeah,
must be nice.
Sweeter spot.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
We have a sweet piece of candy and a sour piece of candy.
But it's actually just sweet. I want my money back.
But right now, I mean, DDee is technically trailing, but the diamond is quite the equalizer right now. Flow having to pretty much think about every single decision because every time you're wrong, diamond makes you pay as if you're wrong 3 to 4 times.
Yeah, and look at the steel as well. There's so much steel that you can afford to just down air or minecart out situations a lot of times. Oh, parry almost gets the jab as well, but not quite able to find anything. And this is going to be a raised diamond hit if a hit comes through. Raflow can't afford to really get touched right now. But the dash stack, the zone breaker, able to get a little something going. But man, Raflow is so good at finding these grabs and so good at finding that explosive plane as well. As I alluded to before, the iron, you know that Steve's going to be looking for the minecart. Just a free get out jail free card. But at times, characters do have enough to punch it. Palutena being the prime case.
Definitely true. I love this movement commitment from the flow right now. Kind of that in and out. I'm jumping, but I'm landing, not really making any commitments, okay? Just choosing to be a bachelor for the rest of his life, apparently.
Yeah, the situationship space, you know?
Situationship space. I love it. Oh, tried to challenge it. Not able to find the mark, though. I think a little bit late on pushing that up air.
And Raflow just trying to get in there, force advantage just a little bit more. You just need a couple more hits before this next stock gets taken away. Or if you can even capitalize on your raid and get something now, it could be huge. Bring us to a game number 5. Good job avoiding that, but the mix on that back air. Steve able to jump out of that minecart at most points in that interaction there and finding that hit in there. And this is looking pretty scary because 1 touch means an even game.
Definitely does. Great back air right there. DDee being put on notice. A second back air. Are we going to get a third one? Goes for that 2 frame, not able to find the mark. Still kind of just bait and punishing, or at least attempting to do that to DDee, but did not work. DDee found one opening. 45% is your punishment for being wrong.
Okay, another one late hit dash attack. Put the minecart. Okay, low percent. Still able to dash out of or mash out of it just fine. DI next time down throw, looking for a jump, looking for panic, but Steve doesn't have to panic. He can just cart right in there, retake center stage. And here we go, fishing for some interaction here. Running low on materials, only has 1 steel left. I think he has another one coming up the next couple of pulls, but I don't think Raflow's going to get a chance for DDee to mine. Just got to work with what you got. Welcome, jockey positioning, looks for a jab, gets punched the back air. DDee, you cannot test that kid's reaction, the young player reactions. And the back air off the tumble cancel is going to be enough. Raflow falls to DDee 3-1. And it's not all just Steve, it's the PT as well. The whole gauntlet of characters making an appearance, but DDee looking dominant as always.
Man, what a performance right there. Again, as you said, J-Dog, using PT to originally put himself on the board. And it wasn't one of those, I lost a PG, let me switch to Steve. Did it after a victory. Then the Steve came out and kind of finished it all. And Raflow, stellar performance. I mean, but again, DDee is one of the best in the business with Steve. People praise his fundamentals. When you're using a character like Steve and people praise your fundamentals, that says something about you as a player.
Yeah, you're a real one for that. And also that ledge trump down there was so good. A hard call out. I mean, the biggest tail of the tape here is, oh, also brilliant spike from Raflow.
Yeah, that was so good.
The biggest tail of the tape here is Raflow, I like that, logged in, always trying to get back in the center stage. You know, kind of always holding in and just kind of assuming that he's going to get in the center stage from one way or another. And DDee kind of called him out on that a lot of times. Getting center stage is a good way to, you know, make sure that your opponent has limited options, but when you also have fundamentals to fight your way back from the corner, it's not as big of a deal as others might think. And also, DDee just mixing the hell out of Raflow with the DI on that last up B right there.
Yeah, and that was the, yep, I did it with PT, guys. What's going on?
I got one.
still
Let
got
me know.
it.
Yep, let them know.
That Steve was something different. 2-0 essentially, if you're looking at only the Steve matches. DDee taking over Raflow in a 3-1 victory. It was very, very close though. Shout out to Raflow because beating DDee's Steve is so difficult. And again, that was that beautiful 2-frame. Love to see it. I'm just personally a fan of players exploiting characters' weaknesses.
Yes.
I don't care what character you're using, but there's so many things people get away with. And I just love someone that is so well versed at the game, has such an intricate understanding of, you know, pros and cons of characters and really use it to their advantage, which allowed that pop-off that we're seeing right there.
Yep. So DDee should be going on to face Riddles on the French Dimension stream. So that'll be a phenomenal